Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo
In the previous game with being able to go into a spirit vessel and having a lot of the solar bind. Xavier's? Hey, sir. These are 5 heroes on Boom that are entering your jungle, and I tell you what, this is not a position you want to be in. We'll get some distance off the back of the avalanche. The axes from afar, and FBZ finds first. So Jackie's going to turn to beat onto Xavier's instead. Tim's is not playing with too much mana at the moment. Xavier's trying to get out of harm's way, but the drag back, thanks to the reality rift, is able to secure their second kill of the game for Boom.
Yoinking that kill from right in front of him. He uses the reality rift, bringing Rolling Thunder in that situation, right? Because who is he actually going to kill around the map? Like, who do you want to kill? Getting that farm is far more important because, as we've been saying, the most important timing right now.
Are they going to go for the kill? You bet they are. Lelouch with a shield crash under the tower is enough damage to get rid of Tim's on the stat file.
As we're saying, the most important...
Try and kill off some of the stacks, and well, now this time it will be used to get the kill onto Tim's. Beautifully done. And he's got Arc and Boost on Lelouch, so he will still have some mana to work with to get rid of another hard stack.
Yeah. Liking this a bit here. I mean, you've got the Keeper of the Light just standing towards the north side there, so Force might be...
respect. See the nice use of the scatter. He's going to push Force in an awkward position for the moment. Yopaj needs another blast as well, but they don't push him into the Illuminate. The Exo, oh, they get the kill. FBZ finds the damage to kill off Force. And now Skem's going to be here as well to slow down AU, so they should be able to chain this into a second kill. And this is big on Polaris. Not only do you find the tower soon afterwards, FBZ will be able to TP out. Lelouch.
About that if I was Polaris. That was a big move that you made for not too much gain, and look at what it meant as well. Yopaj has just taken over the top of the network.
Force, he's going to be in some trouble. A cookie in, Yopaj will provide the damage. Even Jackie's going to get involved as well. And I like this call from Boom because they have an observer ward around the T1 tower top who was able to scout the Bristleback TPing in. So they knew that Bristle wasn't going back. You can get more of a valuable kill onto, say, like the Bristleback or the Death Prophet. No, mid lane, speaking about the Bristleback, they've got the Roar to the Mortimer Kiss. It's Natsumi taking the brunt of the damage at the moment. That's going to be enough to get rid of the position 1. And now with the Rolling Thunder, doesn't really cut the fight into half enough, so they're going to be able to push on forward for more as Jackie gets rid of another. Meanwhile, towards the triangle, Yopaj has plenty of burst damage to find AU as well.
Yeah, very good early game, Lelouch. That fight, I feel like he was going for kills as opposed to just making sure Natsumi lives. That's the most important part for Polaris right now.
They still have Exile could have. They can kill Force. Spirit Vessel's out. Force is not going to be taking it all. A quick and easy assassination out of Boom, and now Jackie. He's going to be working with the Phantasm as well. They'll turn their attention all the way over to Natsumi. But they've got to be cautious because Lelouch can still turn this around, but it's not enough to potentially keep Natsumi alive. He just scurries back to the safety of the tier 2 tower, so the Rolling Thunder will split the fight into half, enabling the Bristleback to retreat.
Is under attack.
Tossing the swashbuckle up to be...
Yopaj, Force Staff already being utilized. He's going to try and juke through the tree line. Nice micro coming out of Scamp. The rock from afar will hold him into place long enough. And now they got the Exo from Force. They're going to look to charge into the middle and clean up more members out of Boom. A toss
nice
on
toss.
puts Natsumi directly on top of Jackie's location. He's playing with the Aegis of the Immortal, but they'll kill him the once and they'll kill him a second time after. There will be no escape coming out of the Chaos Knight. And this puts Polaris back into a position.
The Chaos Knight, all those Phantasm illusions become so much more burstable.
Lane Tavius. They're looking to try and blow up Tim's. A Roar just in the nick of time. Tim's can reposition to the tier 2. And now they might even catch up to Xavius as well. He's going to look to TP out. They have the Mud Golem, but it looks like the Rock Throw was already... That's where they can get these last objectives. Bristle. Natsumi's on the front. They're going to try and cookie the creep on forward. They get a 4-second stun as well. And look at all the damage. Boom. Kill off Natsumi. No remorse and no
aura buffs they have at this stage, because it's a lot.
Natsumi. We saw how fast they were blowing him up prior, but he does have some teammates playing behind him though. The Mortimer Kiss is coming out. A great use of the Force Staff being able to reposition, and Lelouch, He's into the middle of the team fight as well, trying to disrupt as best as he can. Xavier's gonna have the combination as well.
Great rock.
Finally getting dropped as Force is gonna beeline into the middle, but Natsumi's still gonna be cautious. They're doing good job to kite Jackie at the moment. The sustain's gonna come out from the hand and go.
So much
Jackie turns it around. Look at the sustain. The crit's coming out as well. They just don't have the damage. Jackie's not dead, and now they'll turn to AU on the high ground as well as Boom lose no one.
Oh my
Tower has fallen.
So prior in that team fight, it was able to deal with a lot of the Phantasm illusion. Xavier's gonna look to try and get rid of Jackie. The Goos are starting to stack up here. Jackie's gonna try and pop the BKB, and he's facing directly towards the Chaos Knight's location. And now the Roar as well. Lelouch, he tried to help a fellow brother out, but the drive-by wasn't fast enough. 3 are gone, 2 without a buyback in their base. It's going to be gone by the time they respawn. They might just go tier 4 towers.
Yeah, they absolutely will. They've got the sustain, they've got the numbers, they've got the zoo, they've got everything that they need to be able to close out this game number 1. I mean, they're going to have to use this buyback onto the bristleback, but I don't know how much you're going to be able to do. Looks like they'll just get the free kill. God damn, he melted really fast. And wow, that's the power of having a BKB versus not having. Alchemists, I was saying the gyro before. Monkey King's not terrible. Decent one.
Also, him stepping in, playing as the position 5, I have been impressed.
Force doing as well quite nicely.
Speaking of him, might go down first blood, and he will indeed. Jackie's going to find it off the back of the Boundless Strike.
Yeah, not looking great to be able to start things off. You don't want to be giving that away, especially considering, you're an Enigma. You're pushing the lane back towards you. This tiny plus Enigma is an incredibly strong lane. But I suppose if there is any timings to be able to abuse that lane,
top lane, AU.
Level 1.
Gonna end up going down as well, so FBZ and Tim's.
The fact that a lot of those big beefy heroes aren't exactly in the meta right now. You've got heroes like Enigma, you've got heroes like the Viper, who, speaking of which, we're going to go in again, and that sidekick is going to be plenty to make sure that that's right then. For the poison touch means that he's able to get back under the safety of the tower, and you're honestly feeling a little bit worried right now on the lifestealer. He doesn't have the lowest cooldown on that rage, and it just means that they can run at you. Top side, I think he might be about to die again.
Looks like that's the case. Natsumi, one more right click, and FBZ finds it from downtown, and now AU as well. He should be killed off. Viper's just gonna let Tims do the dirty work.
Enable the lifestealer, sorry, the Pango, to look to accelerate the farm a little bit by going down that route.
Yeah, Lelouch, he's gonna finish the charge up on the Rolling Thunder. FBZ is pretty far away from the tier 1 tower. They should be able to get the kill into the Viper, but meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, it does come at the cost of Force's life.
Tanking a few of them as well. Of course, Conker, nice little stat gain. He's gone for a beefy item build too. So, yeah, there's absolutely nothing that should be stopping them from taking this. And look, even Skem playing the role of disruptor a little bit. It'll pay with his life, but just to be able to know exactly what Natsumi is doing at all times, even Xavier's, means that that tower goes down, it's a net worth overall win towards
bottom lane. They're solo black hold. No respect coming up from Yopaj. Force has his capability with the Midnight Pulse leveled up. And meanwhile, top lane, Boom. A couple of mistakes coming out from them. They're just playing solo. Skem started with bleeding his own life inside the jungle, and the rest of Boom, they're gonna follow suit.
Of course, FBZ still ends up getting the kill, this damn dagger, so to be able to kill him off just slows down that timing even further.
Force is nearby as well, so if they get a glimpse of the Enigma, they might be able to chain this into a second kill, but he's trying to hide in the tree line. Like you said, they will slow down the blink timing, and Force is able to TP out.
All that, like a extra 5 minutes from that blink dagger.
Top lane for Luch. Get some distance away. Are they gonna go for this? They're considering on the backline, but FBZ, hang on my guy, you can't be here. Days through the jump, but FBZ is going to be able to pop the BKB. He's still incredibly low, but Jackie's going to look to show up and offer some control. But once again, Polaris, they do an incredible job to be able to kite the Wukong's command. Now they're going to look to enter and try and catch out Jackie as well. The tree dance proving to now. They have the capability to blow him up. Scam. Let's see if they're going to have the damage. Jackie's playing on the tree line. Oh, Lelouch. Okay, Alpha Man, for a second I thought he was going to try and see if anyone was there. They might have been able to catch him out. They got a pulse, they find him! I don't know how they had the read of Jackie being on the high ground, but he doesn't have a buyback.
Oh, no. And we even get a buyback out of the Enchantress. 15 seconds left. They should know that all they need to do is play around this high ground. Is that watered by the Dire? No, it's actually a
Radiant charging up the high ground, but I don't know if you can win the fight because Natsumi just beeline straight away to the back line.
BKB!
Gets cancelled. Force, he didn't pop his BKB. That was his moment to shine, and now Yopaj will run him down, cut him in his tracks, but he's got no one else to play with. No one else is alive for Boom until Tim's off the back of the respawn's going to try and give him some movement speed, but he too will be in trouble, and then Natsumi can feast over. Ares off guard. They might be expecting FBZ to be in the smoke. Oh, look at Natsumi. He's just going to charge on forward. This life stealer. He doesn't give a damn about Boom entering inside his own domain. But Yopaj will be able to reposition. Finds the bash at the last second. Lelouch going to be able to cut off the retreat as well, blocking Scam inside the river. So Natsumi once again will kill off the captain. That is a quick, too easy kill. Considering the roll-up.
They know.
They might be able to scout him out. To get the top of the interbound, the strike onto two. Force! What a black hole! He finds all three, and this time the BKB will be activated. So there is no way they can cancel that ultimate, and now Natsumi just charges into the middle. The buyback is lacking on Boom, and soon the heroes too will be put into the grave as Polaris. What a...
If we don't have a capability of instantly bursting them 100 to 0 or even finding them, they're going to punish
the toss. We'll get the BKB, but...
Ash.
With actions, Yopaj. They get pretty lucky here. What? I don't know, toss back. Buyback as well. The Rage is on cooldown for another 5 seconds. He's going to look to invest into the Tiny. He'll find at the last second. This will give enough time for the Rage to come back up. And boom. They're still playing without the Monkey King as well. Now Natsumi, he's angry. Pops out. Once again, goes straight towards the Junkyard, killing off multiple heroes into Boom's lineup. Diebacks galore.
Down and say, we got this, boys. We can even give you a little bit of a handicap. Extra information coming through there.
Force.
The last ditch effort. 3v5.
Oh, jump in, Force.
Oh, I don't know.
Great
Force
position from
be
Jackie.
there.
Nice toss away. He's got the refresher and another round of the Black Hole to play with on Force. He's going to pop the BKB a little bit prematurely. Trying to jump in. Still going to be cautious because it is inside the Wukong's command, but they caught both of them. Force again. The Black Hole. A tips deserved, and the game too well deserved as well from their incredible performance as we have a 1-1 tie in the grand finals.
It's okay.
That's a pretty instant response in regards to the Faceless Void to push Jackie up with the static link.
Not sure who it was that saw it or if he just got a little bit lucky there, but Tim's with his rotation.
This is huge.
Yeah, this is the rotation we're talking about.
A blink straight away. They might not even need the ultimate as well. The cookie's on the mark and they'll have plenty of damage without the Sonic Wave. So that is a big find now. Not only do they get first split.
Making that rotation, Gaben. He's just stunned in the middle of the air next to the tower.
Lelouch?
The baits.
FBZ should know something's going on with him playing like this, and yeah, Lelouch is finally going to show himself. Great rotation. Meanwhile, on the opposite side of the map, and there we go. That's what we were mentioning.
Catch the backlines at the start.
Well, comes down to the ultimate of the spell casting. Lelouch is going to be able to charge in and run into Yopaj. They'll get the boat, but the damage coming in afterwards. The Chrono, I think he's on the left side. Yopaj, can he get out with the blink? He doesn't make it to the river. A Sonic Wave used just to push them back the arena as well. Yopaj is still alive. They couldn't kill the Queen of Pain. And now Lelouch, even Force is going to try and show up. Maybe the Razor can turn this fight back around, but Jackie, he'll Blade Fury into the middle. Yopaj once again will jump in, get the finishing blow, but Force still, he's got plenty of damage coming out of the ice.
No way.
Jackie makes it out too. No way, they just can't finish these kills. All of Boom just surviving on a Z. Might be able to run into the river with the scan connecting. That was the Radiant scan though. Xavier's is still going to face check the river. And FBZ no messing around, but Natsumi as well drops the corner, but the Sonic Wave will push him to the opposite side, but Lelouch enters the fight, drops the boat. They'll find both of them. They're going to look to buy back though. Boom feeling like they can turn this around with Jackie showing up. Force is going to be cautious. Xavier's going to try and give some distance, but they have the Mortimer Kisses to work with. The magic damage being pumped in from afar is enough to secure the kills, and now they'll turn to get rid of the Conqueror as well as Jackie. What a beautiful way for the Juggernaut to enter the fight. We see the carry making sure he's always involved in on cooldown. Even Sonic Wave, they can't particularly fight. They've got their ultimates, so they're ready to go. Straight on over towards the Faceless Void. A quick 1-2 punch with the chain control, and Natsumi's down. Yeah, no, it's still there, so they did smoke under the ward. They're going to move up to the higher ground. Force on the Vanguard, seeing if they can catch out. Tims is on the higher ground, an awkward position for the Snapfire. He's going to be able to force stuff over the cliff. Natsumi to fall up as well, but FBZ into the answer, but it's counted out. The curse holds 3 in place, and now Natsumi can look to find the Chronosphere, but there's no damage getting pumped inside the bubble as Yopaj continues in pursuit. Make sure Natsumi will not be able to escape. And now they're hunting for more as FBZ and Yopaj in combination will try.
I don't want to say that AU showing the... actually.
Davies, they can go for this. Chronosphere up to the northern side. Natsumi, he's able to catch up the Queen of Pain. Skem's going to try and play off the back of the Hand of God. It might be enough to keep Yopaj alive as the BKB a blink up to the northern side. Now Natsumi's in trouble. FBZ is going to lay it down the arena and the Sonic Wave for good measure. As Natsumi's out, he's got a buyback, but Force is in trouble as well. As FBZ jumps back in, slams down the shield, and cuts away a second.
This is all just delaying right now, and it's not actually going to result in all that much. You don't want to use the buyback on this Faceless Void or the Razor.
FBZ.
Damage components. Ooh, okay, just dive a little bit too deep again.
They're being really hesitant to pop the BKBs. Xavier's going to jump in. Finally, the buybacks are coming out. Another buyback as well, but they're holding the buyback out of Force. With Natsumi jumping into the middle, they might be able to deal with the Mars. The Wraith Pack coming a little bit too late to protect him. They'll turn to Jackie next as well with a healing ward. Oh, the sustain just not enough. Natsumi's going to be able to deal with the healing ward. He doesn't get the right click.
Alright, AU dealt with it. Nicely done.
Natsumi still considering about moving forward, but he's got to be cautious. They want to back up Boom. They are not sticking around. They are happy with what they've gotten out of this. Multiple buybacks and some objectives claimed as well. Tims? Okay, they just get the X. They will also catch the Snapfire on the retreat. Oh, no.
Yoink. Yeah.
It's a pretty decent position to take a fight. They actually even have an aggressive ward as well on the river, so they scout out FBZ's position.
They saw the smoke.
With the toss back. Let's see how much damage they can get out for the moment. Chen's being hesitant with the Hand of God. They'll use it towards the end. Force is stealing away a lot of the damage onto FBZ to the left side as well. They've ran into Jackie. A Chronosphere is going to be able to fall off, and they should have the damage from Razor outside of the bubble, but Jackie gets the Omni Slash off. Yopaj is going to jump into the middle. They're just lacking some X factor to be able to take this third game. As Natsumi's down and out of the count. They haven't even killed off FBZ just yet. Surely. They might not even get the finishing blow. As FBZ, it looked like he should be dead. They had him dead to rights, but the sustain coming up from the Chen and the healing ward was just too much for Polaris to deal with.
The Chen, the healing ward, I think he had a stick or an essence ring maybe as well for himself. And do you see what saved the Jug there in that fight? It was what was just used. The E-Blade was being used mid-Chronosphere to make sure he was able to survive. Just that little bit of extra damage. That was all that was needed to be able to get off that Omni Slash, turn the team fight around. So, yeah, once again, Boom. You gotta ban the Chen against them. It's just way too strong. They're with the Monkey King game that they had previously when they were up against the Dazzle. You're in position. He's the limp of SCA, wouldn't you say? Laning always top tier. Sometimes some mid to late game decision making can let him down.
Yeah. Bottom lane. Well, they find it. Okay.
I don't feel like it's going to be enough. The slow isn't going to be significant.
Top lane, AU.
Pick them up.
Tims, what's he got leveled up second? He's got the snowball to work with, so he's going to be able to dive under the tower. They'll even glyph the creep wave as well to make sure they aren't taking any extra damage. And now Tim's, he's got his level 3, so that extra point in the tag team now secures a double kill, and boom, they're also going to take away a full wave of gold and experience from the duel.
Pretty decent mana.
You have an alchemist here. He is a greedy man. You want him to be okay in lane. I feel like you're not just your big brain, you're not galaxy brain. We were speaking about you calling me smooth brain. I don't know, you might be the smooth brain here. Look at this, comes back in alchemist full health. What do you know? Yeah, what do you know? I call it tactical. No, don't die again though. Don't die again. This one's not tactical.
I mean, even just using the acid spray not on the Eidolons is such a huge mistake, right? Like, Jackie just throwing it onto... This is all he needs to do. Like I was saying before, they don't have the greatest, like, invading for the purpose of kills. You should probably die here. They don't have the best invading for the purpose of kills lineup, but just in terms of staying around and being annoying, looking to connect and punish these heroes. Like, you need to connect through with the Keeper of the Light. Don't think you even need the Spirit Vessel on him.
They're even got a TP and Natsumi top lane as well. They've got the Chrono, the threat of it, the Sinner's Gaze, they clip him. Very nicely done. An ability we haven't really mentioned because the Lich has been out of meta for quite some time. Meanwhile as well, Xavius, he's able to cancel FBZ's TP.
All body blocks.
This is not going to be an easy person to bring down, but they're going to move on forward, Xavius, with the extra movement speed to allow Polaris to close the distance. They do have the tree protector nearby, but it's only really going to make Polaris more angry. They find another kill in time, but it's something that is a bit awkward to play into if you are the puck, just because of the Sinister's Gaze is what that thought force down bottom. Polaris are gonna have the numbers to be able to show up for this team fight. Force is playing with a mechanism as well, so that bonus health, he's gonna look to turn it back around, give some voice lines as well. As soon as the black hole is dropped, it just baited, boom. They weren't ready for the turnaround, and Skem, he's gonna drop as well. Clip from this smoke. Okay, well Natsumi's gonna get clipped. Could lay it down. They have the ultimate to be able to play with. They're going to make sure they don't group up. A black hole is out, but FBZ instantly steps in with a silence to stop it in its tracks. They have the Exo to work with as well. Polaris, can they blow up FBZ? They're going to toss him away, so the Spirit Siphon will be disjointed. Skem tries to cover the retreat off the back of the Overgrowth, but in the end, Polaris, they could help out, but looks like finally this tier 1 tower should go down. Maybe it's the jump. Oh no, the Yaws and the coil missed. Jackie's going to look to move into the middle. Yopaj as well jaunts on forward. I don't know if you want to continue the fight if you're Boom. Jackie hasn't popped the BKB just yet. He's stuck inside the mid-up pulse and the Spirit Vessel as well. It finally gets the BKB. Where's the damage coming inside the Chronosphere? That's going to come down to the double damage rune onto Natsumi, but he's still in trouble. An Overgrowth into the Snowball, but the damage is lacking as Polaris get the Alchemist kill and they get out with murder. Again, Coddle. But this is a pretty cool play. It does seem like Polaris know what's going on, but Chrono and Black Hole is still on cooldown. Lelouch's just going to charge in. Roche down to half health. Jackie not going to be able to find a concoction target. They got the vision as well of him inside the pit, so Spirit Vessel already activated. Yopaj got to be cautious to chain control. They don't get the orb off. Yopaj is in trouble. Again, they might be able to find him. The puck gone to start the fight. Can they still turn this around on Boom? A Chrono clipping onto 2 as Natsumi finds both of them inside the river. They'll kill off the Alchemist. They'll get rid of Tim's as well. A triple for your Faceless Void. Through the court, Yopaj again. Hex is out. They need the snowball that's going to come through. Tim's in the nick of time. They ran into force on the Enigma. They might be able to blow him up. The BKB is going to hold them back for the moment. They're still going to charge in the middle, but Force finds the opening for a 2-man black hole. The Chrono fall up as well, and the damage is plentiful. Boom. They've got no answers to the team fight. They're going to jump back towards Yopaj on the puck, giving the final finishing blow. And now Skem as well, chase into the tree line. As Polaris are not done just yet. They want Tim's as well. Soon to be a 5-man wipe as Polaris. And that might just be the fight to put them over the edge. A 9,000 net worth lead and ability at this stage in the game before this fight.
75.
Hold that, Xavier still gets a toss back. Yopaj could be working with the A on this. Natsumi still finds 2 heroes with the chrono, but Tims needs to get a snowball, but it's too late. They've already lost FBZ. It's a beautiful coil to the backline. The black hole though clips onto 2. Again, the voice line's coming as soon as the black hole is casted as Force. This is why they banned out the Enigma in the first phase in Game 3. Time and time again, he's fighting multi-man black holes. They're gonna jump in though, and Jackie is gonna try and kill off the supporting class in regards to AU. The Radiant should be enough, and now they're onto the Faceless Void as well. But the control, that's something that's lacking up Polaris. They can turn it back around, just shrugging off the damage as FBZ's in trouble, and he'll get no assistance. Jackie trying to charge in, but a concoction doesn't find a target. A dieback onto Skem, and they're looking to catch up to Jackie as well, but instead of running to the Elk,
feeling too vulnerable to any kind of damage burst coming through right now. So yeah, Dagon fits the bill for me. They just want to, from range, be able to pop that Aeon disc on the puck if they can, and then use that to be able to completely 100-0 whenever she tries to go in.
Tims
Another death for FBZ?
Nice, too far away. Yopai is even going to try and help out, but FBZ's gone without a buyback, and Yopai will not jaunt forward, but down for 60 seconds without your death prophet. You need every single hero to defend this high ground.
I mean, they're high ground
Spot where they've got the ward. No one's home. I think they placed a deeper ward.
Radiant's top barracks are under attack.
Oh, they might see FBZ. Davies gets a jump. Natsumi with the follow-up. Still without a buyback. They should be able to easily get the kill. Nothing Yopaj can do as once again FBZ picked off before the fight breaks out. And Natsumi runs into the Tree Protector as well, and is going to drop the Chronosphere just to deal with the Alchemist. And look at the damage. Dagon from afar blows him apart. Force will continue with the voice lines that he's been doing for the entirety of this game. And it looks like
my eyes coming out. Partly a draft victory, partly as well the Coddle wasn't punished, and I feel like the Enigma got way too much out of that lane. It was a result of
oh no, they'll try and get the EXO out. Natsumi, keep in mind, I mean, he's still got the Aegis. That's a die back onto Yopaj, and the G's have dropped. So you say that they have the draft advantage, and I was saying that I think this is an 80-20 advantage for Boom. Now, I did put the Wyvern. I'm thinking of a range here with the Tiny.
I mean, it's great against the Winter Wyvern.
Davies, I believe, is holding the Avalanche to make sure that TP is not a possibility. It will take them quite some time to catch up. Lelouch doesn't have enough pops a main go in fact, for the extra screen potential, and well, they'll get the kill.
Then again, Natsumi can just look to run at you. That is
FBZ's
the longest
in trouble.
I've ever seen.
He's gonna look to TP up the damage though. Is there? Natsumi gives him a tip as well, so Polaris have filled
damage as well, so maybe just a little bit more into the pure right-click side.
I think this is a game where we might see some of the supports be bottom lane. AU will be killed off, and exactly like you were mentioning then.
Really doesn't want to, so
AU might be another kill. Tims just lands the cookie. Xavier's gonna try and step in to offset some of the damage with the Avalanche. Yopaj does have to be cautious about the Sonic Wave, and even Force is looking to rotate as well. Tims will be scouted out by the Courier. To be killed going the way of Polaris. So 1-for-1. He does get a pretty big Courier snipe though. It looks like there was the Bracer and the Wonder, I think, on the Night Stalker's Courier.
Aghanim Shard immediately, rather than something like a BKB, just so that you could do a bit more in the jungle, you know, and leave the Tiny some more of that space to be able to go to.
Oh, top lane. Oh, they just blow up Jackie Lelouch with the Sonic Wave. Force gets rewarded the kill as well, and the Night Stalkers.
Not the hesitation, but the inability to be able to pick up some of that jungle farm. You're not.
I think they cancelled Yopaj's TP. He's able to make it the low ground thanks to the cookie. They do have the Sonic Wave to work with. They've got to be cautious though. Because the Mortimer kisses and the turnaround off the back of the Cold Snap, and Xavier, he's in trouble as well. FBZ's going to swing to the enable, just gets the arena, clipping the Tiny inside the walls.
He is not giving his life up for free.
I'm gonna get him there with a long-range cold snap, but Dazzle's gonna look to TP in. A great the potential to turn it around, and now Lelouch's gonna jump into the middle. A Sonic Wave clipping onto multiple heroes. It'll push back the reinforcements on Boom. They will not be able to protect him.
Because he's just gonna fly over it.
They can counter-initiate if required. Arc Ascension to spy. They
out.
can defend this. They can
There you
go.
go.
And FBZ does. They get the infest to the bonus health. It might be enough to keep Lelouch alive. The Grave as well, but look at the arena off to the left side. FBZ is going to be able to control multiple heroes in the backline for Polaris. They'll kill off AU. Force the illusion would have gave vision. So cutting mid as well.
Nice cut.
They
Oh,
live.
Cliff. Okay, this is a really all-in style of play. They want to make sure that they can take advantage of this. The backdoor's still there. They cut it again.
Oh, he missed the sphere. Arena's gonna hold two people into place, so Jackie's just gonna look to deal with the Dazzle. Meanwhile, Force, he recognizes his job as well towards the Winter Wyvern. They're gonna toss them all together to clump them up, but where's the damage coming out? Boom! They can stand their ground. They're kiting the life steal, so they'll turn to deal with the Lucian Force. He doesn't have the health pool to be able to take this fight. Natsumi, completely isolated on an island, but Xavius jumps back in, tries to find the stun to hold Gopaj, but again, the cold embrace will keep Gopaj alive for just long enough, but Natsumi finds the finishing blow. He's got to look to escape under the cover of the infest, but Xavius, he doesn't have enough health to get away, but as soon as Natsumi pops back out, he'll kill off Tim's, waiting for the race to come back up, but Jackie, he's got plenty of net worth to kill off the carry of the life stealer, and now they can turn to get the Dazzle as well as Boom. Finally, the big fight we've been waiting for, and they come in. Trying to see if there's a power rune to work with, just the invis. Davies on the front line is going to be able to pop this smoke, but Tiny, without the initiation from Polaris, they can't turn this around. And FBZ, he recognizes they've secured the kill. Let me look for a +1.
Might even get a little bit of it up right now.
With a long wrap around, but
Look at how protected Scam is.
Smoke's gonna pop. We'll see Xavier's Force with the ultimate as well. They get all the information. Force is in. The crippling fever is gonna hold them back. The Curse buying some time. Down to the south, they're all eyes on trying to deal with the Winter Wyvern, but he's gonna be fine. And meanwhile, Jackie tries to blow up Lelouch. A blink to be able to reset. Tornado, meanwhile, with the Omni Slash as well. It will not matter. The damage coming through from Jackie is too much for them to handle, and now FBZ finds the Night Stalker on the retreat. Force will be clipped down in the tree line. They need a little bit more damage, and they'll get that out of the cookie. Dazzle up in 5. Next hero, Tiny and Night Stalker together, but they've got the minus armor, they've got the alacrity. She's gotta go make a play, surely. Throne's gonna fall. Lelouch, again, a BKB to get in the middle, but the bash keeps him in the Sunstrike location. He's gonna buy back for the G's to drop, and Boom. They will be your back-to-back 2-time reigning champions here for the...